carry the mop, just for the ops. Come to the foreigns, only hot tops. Come to the coop, only the drop. If I got the drop, I ain't doing no sermon, niggas ain't learning. The money I'm earning, these bitches I'm curving, bullets be burning. Cause my gun is German, got chicken like churches.
What's going on, y'all? What's going on? How y'all feeling? This react back again with another reaction. This reaction right here is for Ariana. Sorry it took me so long, sweetheart. You already know I got you though. You requested Mariah, aka Mariah, aka Mariah, aka now Mariah Carey, aka Mariah. Let's get into it. Mariah Carey on the 20th, on 2020. Yeah, I mean, part one. It's two parts to this. You know I'm gonna do both of them. No trip potato chip. Let's get into this reaction. You know what I mean? Let's go.
A singing sensation whose soaring voice and fierce determination brought her dazzling success.
I wanted to be a singer and a star.
But tonight you'll meet the Mariah Carey you don't know. The lonely little girl hidden behind all the glamour.
Because I saw all these things growing up, I went the other way.
She met and married a powerful record company executive who would become the architect of her career.
Is it true that Tommy Mottola was the first man that you went to bed with?
But the storybook wedding ended in divorce just a few years later amidst a swirl of...
That's not true. I was the first. You understand what I'm saying? So that right there, that shit is a lie. I was the number one. You know what I mean? Just had to put that out there. Back to the video.
Ugly rumors.
It has been written that you were a virtual hostage in that house.
Now, for the first time, Mariah Carey tells her story about life in the Golden Mansion, about the startling video message in her music.
It wasn't an accident.
And about her ex-husband, who is still her boss. Barbara Walters' exclusive interview with surprising, sexy Mariah.
That's right, sexy Mariah.
Those stories tonight. Friday,
Sexy
November
Mariah,
13th,
y'all.
1998. After this brief message. Mariah Carey talks for the first time about her stormy marriage and divorce from the man who is still her boss. Barbara Walters' revealing interview when 2020 Friday continues. Is this music video really about Mariah Carey's marriage? You've heard the rumors. Now she tells Barbara Walters her story. When 2020 Friday continues, after this, from our ABC stations. Let's go. 2020 Friday continues. Now, Barbara Walters.
She is only 28, and she is already the best-selling female recording artist of the decade.
That's right.
Her name, Mariah Carey.
No, Mariah.
Enormously talented and complicated. The best-selling female recording artist of the decade. Her name,
Mariah. Mariah. Okay, let's go.
Mariah Carey. Great-looking, enormously talented, and complicated. Last March, she divorced her husband, Tommy Mottola. Okay, but he's the president of the music company which owns and releases her albums.
Okay.
You may have heard the rumors about Tommy Mottola's so-called hold on Mariah. Why did she marry him? Exactly, why did she leave him? Questions never fully answered until tonight. And what about her childhood cloaked in secrecy? Now Mariah Carey speaks out to me as you've never heard her.
Always do.
Mariah Carey exploded on the scene in 1990. Only weeks after her debut album hit the airwaves, this young woman with a 7-octave range was the buzz of the industry. Her album rocketed up the charts and stayed on top for 11 weeks.
They said 1990 she was on the scene? I mean, that's what, what's that? 18, that's 28 years. You know what I mean? That's 28 years. I'm around, you've been around for a long time. I knew you've been around for a long time. You know how I do. You know what I mean? We always together. We talk about it. Don't worry about you know what I mean, leaving that nigga. You know what I mean? I'm happy you did divorce him. Me and you can spend more time together now. You know what I'm talking about? All right.
It produced a record 4 consecutive #1 singles and won 2 Grammy Awards.
Mariah Carey!
Mariah Carey was just 20 years old.
I really had this pure determination my whole life. Since I can remember, I knew that I wanted to do this.
You wanted to be a singer or a star?
I wanted to be a singer and a star.
Mariah, how you doing?
Mariah has become a star, and today she lives like one. On the east side of Manhattan, only 30 miles from where she was raised, but a world apart from a childhood marked by instability and insecurity.
Insecurity?
She was the youngest, by almost a decade, of 3 children, born to a white mother and an African-American father. When you were growing up, did people consider you black or white?
Don't matter.
I don't think they knew what to consider me. I felt really like an outcast because I didn't feel like I had anybody to identify with.
Being multiracial is still an issue for you today?
It's something that I grew up with, and it's something that stays with me, and I felt like I always had something to prove because of that. And I think that's one of the things that made me who I am.
Mariah was a toddler when her father left the family. Her mother, an opera singer, was forced to take whatever jobs she could find, even when that meant working nights and leaving Mariah alone. Then there were the dark secrets, the ones she doesn't talk about much, but hints at in her lyrics. You said I was a wayward child with the weight of the world that I held deep inside. I learned many things that little ones shouldn't know. Part of this had to do with your sister. It's on the record that when you were very young, she was on drugs. Yes? Okay. That she was a prostitute? You must have known this. What was it like for a little girl?
It was a very difficult thing to see. But I think what it did for me was provide me with an inner strength and something I knew that I didn't want to be. That's why I will never be a promiscuous person. I will never be on drugs. I'll never be too out of it to know what I'm doing or getting myself into. And because I saw all these things growing up, I went the other way.
In a world that seems so troubled, Mariah found refuge in music.
Music has always been my saving grace. It's always been what has made me feel special when I didn't feel special or I felt like I didn't belong, whatever. That made me feel special.
In high school, while most other 16-year-olds were living normal teenage lives, Mariah was fleeing Long Island for Manhattan at every chance to write music with a partner, sometimes until 3 in the morning. Most mothers would have been terrified letting their 16-year-old go to New York, stay up all night writing music with some...
That's Mariah moms right there. I can see the resemblance. I see it. You know what I mean? But you know Mariah, she's sexy. I mean, not to say her moms ain't sexy. Her moms is good money. But Mariah, oh, let's go.
Young partner, some young man. Weren't you concerned?
I really wasn't, because I knew that's what she was going to do. I knew that she was carving out her life and that she was going to be a singer.
After graduating from high school, barely, Mariah moved to the city. She took odd jobs as a waitress, a hat check girl, a backup singer, and then magic. At a party one night, Mariah met the president of Sony Music, Tommy Mottola. He was given a demo tape, and the rest is music history. Mariah signed with Mottola and spent the next 2 years writing songs for her debut album. Mottola spent money. A reported $800,000 on the album, $500,000 on the first video, and $1 million more to market both. The feeling is that he
did all that for my book. You know what I mean? $500,000 for marketing. You know what I mean? Shit, that's back then in that time, the money was there. You know what I mean? So they had it. He had it. It's a lot of money to invest in somebody that you don't really know nothing about, or if they gonna blow. But when he heard that demo, he know Mariah got them skills, nigga. What? Come on, man. Let's go.
He made you. His guidance, his helping you choose the songs, his publicity machine, his this, his that. That it wouldn't have happened without him.
Well, I don't believe that, because I know that I wouldn't have given up, and I do know that I was very close to having a deal prior
let her know, Mariah.
to meeting him.
Run that back a little bit.
The feeling is that he made you. His guidance, his helping you choose the songs, his publicity machine, his this, his that. That it wouldn't have happened without him.
Well, I don't believe that, because I know that I wouldn't have given up, and
no.
I do know that I was very close to having a deal prior to meeting him.
Let her know, Mariah. Shit.
Mm-hmm. But I do believe that he was very instrumental, because he did see the potential.
So here you were, 19? Okay, and he was 20 years older, and he's interested in you romantically. What did you think? And he was married, by the way.
Well, he said he was separated, whatever. But
I don't want to play psychologist, but 20 years older than you, Tommy Mottola. Was he a father figure?
Probably, yeah.
Don't put it to you like this. Don't, come on, man. Don't get she giving you the interview. You getting all the views off the interview. So don't be bashing her and going at her collar. Oh, he was like a father. Man, shut up. What the fuck is wrong? Oh, man.
Is it true that Tommy Mottola was the first man that you went to bed with? You have said this.
I was.
Yeah?
Right. Because, again, not wanting to get myself into those bad situations where you're, having a baby and you're a teenager,
In 1993, 5 years and 3 albums after they met, Mariah and Tommy got married in a lavish, celebrity-studded ceremony reminiscent of the royal wedding of Diana and Prince Charles.
Tommy gave the wedding.
In what way?
Tommy paid for the wedding.
And
Tommy directed it. Tommy designed it. Yes, it was a Tommy production. And it was wonderful. We had a marvelous time, and she looked beautiful and he looked handsome, and it was a fairy tale.
But it was a fairy tale that went sour. More of Mariah Carey in a moment.
Ooh.
Okay.
Alright, that was part 1. We're gonna get to part 2 right now. I don't like how the way the interviewing lady going mad hard. I forgot her name. Her name not important. But going mad hard at Mariah. You know what I mean? You better be happy she even doing your interview. Fuck you mean? You know what I mean? Shout out DC Young Fly. Fuck you mean? You know what I mean? Shit, man. Dope video. You know what I mean? Mariah, you seen her? She was talking. She was saying what she was saying about the certain situations she was going through. Her mom's, had little problems, you know what I mean? But, that's neither here or there. She was a waitress. Pardon me. Mariah was a waitress. She was a, you know what I mean? She did a number of things. You understand what I'm saying? But when she ran into Tommy, he helped her out, and he blessed her with the man. He showed the love, man. That's love. Nobody gonna really do that if you don't know if you gonna blow. Spend that amount of marketing dollars on you. So that was love. You know what I mean? And she appreciate that. But this other little, you know what I mean? I ain't even come out her collar. But when somebody do an interview for you, and she was major, she still is major to this day. So I know you got views off that. So don't come at her neck like that, you know what I mean? That's my rah, fucking legend. Pay homage. You know what I mean? That's it. Alright, with that being said, man, 4 minus 3, 1, and I'm out of here. I'm gonna do your next one right now. You already know. Alright? Y'all see me in a little minute after these messages and all that shit, you heard? Alright, I'm gone. Thanks for watching, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know that shit.
In the dark, nigga, all you hear is click clack. I'ma say it once, nigga, did you get that? If it came out your mouth, you can't switch that. Niggas think they the man, till I hop out that black van. My face in the flag, cause over that bag, a stomach shot to make him sit in the bag. Your body in a glad bag. I hop in the Uber and stab. I got a reason to brag, because I just thumped through the cash. No time for the crib stats. Niggas talk fast till I run down on their ass with it. He was talking and I just lit it. I keep it with me, I ain't gotta get it. Anybody did any